guys, welcome to Not David Zumaleta. My name is Serge, and in today's video I'm going to be starting my Mazda RX-8. Now, I will tell you this, I got it started. Every I don't know, like 10, okay, I let go of the key, I'm flooring it. Even though I thought it might just not start this time, because there's a good possibility my apex seals are going bad. It's got 127,000 miles on an engine, but just like most of you guys, I want my Mazda RX-8 to start. I'm not really looking forward to doing an engine rebuild, even though I'm pretty mechanically inclined and I think I'm more than capable of actually rebuilding my Mazda RX-8 engine. Now, that being said, this is my first time owning a Mazda RX-8. First time owning a rotary type of engine. And I always wanted one, and now I have one. So I'm a long-time car enthusiast, and I've really enjoyed sports cars. I always wanted to own one. And now that I do own one, I'm experiencing so many problems like a lot of you guys have as well. Instead of looking at the car in a negative light, instead, I want to give solutions the same way I've been doing on my other channel, which is Mercedes Sprinter channel pretty much. I have to deal with diesels, and I find solutions for pennies on a dollar basically that would cost somebody thousands of dollars to actually fix. So I kind of figured, you know what, let me try to bring some of that experience into here and try to offer the same thing on this channel. And that's actually what I'm going to be doing. So I might not have Mazda RX-8 experience, okay, but I have a lot of common sense, and there's certain things that I like to try. Some of that stuff is common sense to everybody, and some stuff I have to think outside of the box. And as you will see in this video, you might be already waiting for me to quit, but I don't quit because you gotta stay persistent with it. So anyways, guys, I want you to enjoy watching that video, but I also want you to subscribe and like this video. This Mazda RX-8 will get started, and most likely this will help you get your Mazda RX-8 started. Now, will this be a solution to the actual problem that it's having, if it's even having one? I don't know, because I haven't done a compression test on mine, and I don't know if my compression test will be bad or good. But I have a lot of mechanics tools, and I will be doing a compression test on it pretty soon. I have a compression tester, so that video is coming. So one thing to note, guys, I always do follow-up videos, okay? This is like same thing on my other channel. So whenever I'm doing something like some kind of project, I'm working on something, constantly do follow-ups. I'm not some YouTuber that's a shot in the dark, make a video and then I disappear and that's it. And it's like, is there a follow-up video? Was this resolved? What happened? And another thing, I'm having issues with my coilovers. I bought a car that had coilovers on it, so one of them is somehow punctured through. I don't know if it's missing parts or what, but it went through. So I actually bought new coilovers, so I'm going to be doing a video on that. I'm also going to be doing a video on actually replacing the solenoids on this car. Right now, my SSV solenoid has failed, which is resulting in code P0661. Very common code with Mazda RX-8s. It is the second solenoid, and in this video you will see me pretty much hacking that solenoid. So I actually have the solenoid removed, and I basically bypassed it, and I will show you how I did that. I basically opened up an intake manually, and it's working. It's not a permanent fix, but it is a fix that will help you until the one that you have ordered will come in. So that being said, these Mazda RX-8s, they also have a problem with catalytic converters stuffing up pretty much. It's just the nature of the beast, I guess. And I am not sure if that is the case with mine, but I'll tell you one thing is, guys, I have probably half of the performance that this car used to have. It sounds great, you know, drives good. By the way, when I actually kind of like, you know, bypassed the SSV valve by opening up my intake, it became so much stronger. That being said, I'm not sure if my performance issues is coming from the actual intake manifold being stuffed up, or it is the fact that I'm actually having low compression, and that's why I'm having very little power. But these things could be tested, obviously. And also another thing is SSV valve can be doing that as well. So until some of these things are resolved, I will not know for sure, but we will get to it. I know it's a lot to say, guys, for this video, but I will obviously have a shorter version of this video, which is going to be linked up in the description below. And you guys could actually see that, because this is definitely a lot of explaining. But I'm also going to include it at the end of this video. That way you guys could actually get some of this extra information and, you know, go with it. One thing about me, guys, if I know some information, I like to share it, make sure it helps as many people as possible. So yeah, what I wanted to say, because the catalytic converter gets kind of stuffed up, the car actually will become sluggish as well. And this is actually due to my experience with Mercedes Sprinter vans. There's these things that's called particulate filters, and when they get stuffed up, man, the car will barely pull, and it's going to get awful miles per gallon. So let me make a few examples. On a Mercedes Sprinters like 2007s and up, there's particulate filter. When it gets clogged, the fuel economy goes from 18.9 miles per gallon to pretty much 13 to 13.5 miles per gallon. Also, it will accelerate so slow, like I'm telling you guys, like ridiculous. Like from a stoplight on a straight road, you will be pushing the gas all the way down, and you're gonna be barely moving until you finally get accelerated, and then it's gonna open up, and then it's gonna start finally going. Not fast, but it's gonna get going. And it's really embarrassing, because you have this beautiful looking van, you know, and it's Mercedes, and you're slower than a bunch of these Ford Econolines that's like old, you know. So that being said, I do have already a mid pipe. I've ordered one has came in, so I'm actually going to be replacing mine, and I want to see if the performance is actually going to increase. Also, guys, I want to talk about out of the box performance tuning, because it is super cheap, and is it even gonna work? So basically we'll find out. So let me show you what I got. First of all, guys, you probably want to do something like this. This is a cob tuner, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already heard of it. This is an older looking style, but it's gonna work just fine. I didn't know much about them when I actually ordered this, and I got a used one from eBay. And this is for Mazda Speed 3. So not going to work for my car, unfortunately. Some money wasted on this. So don't make it the same mistake as me, and make sure you're buying one that it is unmarried, because this one's married to Mazda Speed 3. So not gonna be good for me. Basically, the next tuner and chip I want to show you, it's something like this. Now, why do I have two here? Well, let me show you. Here we have one like this. I don't know why I'm doing all this twisting and stuff, but what I really want you to see is kind of like some of the writing, which doesn't even matter, okay? But why am I really showing you this? There's a lot of these on eBay, and some of them are for sale for like $55, and they'll have like a ridiculous price of like $100 or $150. And then you'll see some for like $30. And you're like, okay, it says the same stuff. Is it the same stuff? You start comparing the pictures, and according to the pictures, it looks like it is, you know, similar, but the pictures that kind of don't line up, and I guess they probably do that for a reason. So here's what happened. So this particular one was the cheap one. So anyways, guys, the one to the right claims to be more expensive, and then it's on sale for like $57. The one on the left, you can't really negotiate with these guys, and I think it's like for sale like $37. But on the pictures, this center logo looks a little bit different, so then you're thinking maybe it's not the same. Sure, it's the same color. Guys, these things are exactly identical. Everything on them is identical, including let's see here. Oh, actually, I was wrong. I said 37. I meant $31. So I actually had to write this inside of this box. 31. Might be kind of like mirrored effect on that one, but when it comes in, the boxes look exactly identical. There's a user manual. Exactly identical. I will actually get into me actually setting these things up in a video all by itself, but I just kind of wanted to show that. Now, I got a brother that has a shop, and he's a professional when it comes to dealing with like supercars and stuff like that. He knows how to do cop tuning. If I would have asked him about it, he would have told me not to get the married cop tuner. He actually has software tunes and stuff like that he does for Porsches mainly, not like Mazda RX-8s. But he told me these things would be garbage. It's gonna blow your engine. It's not gonna be good and stuff like that. But how bad can it be, right? If my engine happens to be low compression anyways, because I'm having starting issues, I mean, how bad can it be, you know? So I really don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know if it's gonna increase the performance. I know for some people you might care that it's gonna blow up your engine, let's just say it would. And some of you may not care. I don't really care. That's the way I am. I really don't really care. Seriously. Because stuff break all the time, and I guess I'll have my car be a guinea pig, and I'm just gonna plug one of these things in, and we'll see where that goes. So that being said, look out for this type of video. So be sure, guys, to subscribe and like this video, and hit bell notification, because I will be making a video on these, because you're probably curious. Now I'm trying to really oversell this video, right? Probably that's what it looks like. But believe it or not, guys, I tried to search for exactly the same type of thing, and I could not find it. I found some similar stuff, except it was for Hondas, and it was different type of thing altogether. So, oh yeah, lastly, okay, now the one that was for $57 had a negotiate type of tab on it, okay? So I sent him the negotiating for $25, because this one was $31.99. I figured, look, I can't lose. I see a lot of them for 20 and 25 bucks. So I kind of figured, you know, I'm going to send him $25 offer. And he didn't reply like in like, I don't know, like 5 hours, I guess. And I kind of figured, you know, I'll just go ahead and get this for $31.99, this other one. It said the same stuff on it, but guess what? I bought it, and in the morning this guy accepted my offer, and I actually bought two of them. This is how I end up with two of them. That being said, the most important thing I forgot to mention about these claiming to add like 55 horsepower. You know, I don't know. If I get 20 out of it, I'll be happy. If my car doesn't blow up, I'll be happy. But I think a lot of power gets lost because of the mid-pipe. And when you replace a mid-pipe, like I will be showing you a mid-pipe in one of my videos, what's going to happen is it's going to throw a check engine light code, because there's technically going to be no cat in there. It doesn't say it has no cat, but when you're buying something for like $100, a mid-pipe that's supposed to have a cat, is it going to have a cat? I don't think so. So that can actually mean you're going to shoot flames, which is great. I would like that. All the cars also going to be louder. It's going to sound really great. Um, and basically, I would like to see all that. I would like to experience that. But the check engine light, not so much. So I'm kind of hoping, would this performance tune trick the computer to get rid of the check engine light? That's like another thing that I'm kind of wondering. So yeah, I guess we'll see. This morning it was freezing cold, and my Mazda RX-8 did not want to start. I basically tried to start it 3 times with no luck. I left it alone, just used my other car. So let's see what's gonna happen now. So this was what I was getting actually, and you could almost kind of hear that it's actually almost sounds like it's not building any compression. It's just sort of spinning. It's not trying to start. Sometimes when it's like really cold, it affects the battery in a bad way. It makes it weaker, so this could be just a weak battery. Let's keep trying, see what happens. It's definitely a weak type of spin. I hooked up my battery starter. This is a jump and carry type of pack. So it's showing voltage of 12.0 actually. So let's switch this on. Now it's showing 12.2, 12.3. Let's go try to start it. Guys, you may already be aware of, a lot of times Mazda RX-8s do not start up. It's because the starter is not spinning fast enough. So if you upgrade your starter to a faster spinning one, then it's actually going to be starting. I can definitely tell this starter has been replaced, but I'm not sure with which type just yet. When I bought this car, it actually had a problem starting up, and I had very similar type of conditions, and I had to basically go through several batteries before I could actually get it started. Let's attempt to start it, see if anything different happens. I'm really not liking this too much. What I might end up doing in this video is swapping out the battery with a fresh one and trying to see if that's going to actually help. Let's give it a few more tries. Let's see, I'm gonna hold the... Let's see, I'm gonna try to put the key in second position, hold the gas pedal down. This should relieve it of any flooding. Okay, let's see, now I'm gonna try to start it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go do some errands, leave this car alone for a few minutes. You guys will not be able to tell the difference, and then just put a new battery and keep going. I just replaced my negative and the positive battery terminals. I left this car pretty much sitting all day. Replaced the battery with the original battery that it had in it, which was actually dead when I got it, and I actually revived that battery. If you want to know how, please ask in the comments below and I'll make a video. Let's try to start it. Say, here goes nothing. Yeah, that don't sound too good. Interesting how it goes, guys. Ain't it? One day your car is starting just fine. The next day, this is what you're dealing with. I actually bought this car as a non-start at an auction for 1,500 bucks. Thought I was getting a deal. Got this thing started. I was pretty happy with it. I already bought some upgrades for it. But I left it sitting for 4 days, and this is what I get. Let's try starting it again. Now guys, does it sound to you like the engine is not rotating fast enough. It's like the starter is not spinning fast enough. Possibly not because the starter is weak or not spinning things fast enough. I think it's probably just the fact that maybe this battery was just sitting for a little bit and it got discharged. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to hook up my battery jump pack to it and see what kind of voltage I'm getting. Just what I was saying, guys, the battery level is actually 18.8 volts. So the battery that I have removed from here actually had a much better charge. So yeah, so basically, guys, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I've tried using this same jump pack to get my car started when I actually bought it. I was unsuccessful doing so. Not that it's a bad jump pack, I just think it does not provide enough of a kick to actually start things up. So I do have another one that mechanics use. You roll around and you give it like 200 amps of engine start pretty much, and I'm gonna try to use that tomorrow. You guys will not be able to tell the difference, but before I do that, I'm gonna hop that over, give it a few more spins, call it a day. Alright guys, let's give this a go. Spinning much faster from what I could say. It's almost the background starting to catch a little bit. Very mild, just very mild. You know, last time, in order to get it started, I really had to spin and spin and spin. I'm actually going to link that video up in the description below because it's on my other channel that's got millions of views. And I decided to start this Mazda RX-8 channel because that other channel is mainly diesels. So let's try to do this again. Yeah, it's spinning much faster. You know, I could smell gas. Definitely smelling it. I'm not really sure where it's coming from, but I'm smelling either that or emissions. By the way, guys, I want to show you a little mod I did for the SSV. As you can see, I got this bungee cable hooked up to that thing at the bottom. It basically makes the intake open up instead of waiting the SSV to open it up. I'm just gonna disconnect it for now. You know, try starting it without. Let's try this again. It's definitely very lively now. That jump pack really does help. I think before I get started, it's gonna get flooded. A lot of you guys are watching and you're like, you know, it's probably low compression and this is why it's not starting. And although you may be correct, because this does have 127,000 miles on it, a lot of us really don't want to hear that, especially if this is the only car that you have, because trying to look at a rebuild, it's kind of like, you know, it's not for everybody. Obviously, we're probably going to get pretty much the same thing. Just want to spin it some more. Oh yeah, I'm getting something. I don't know what some of you guys are thinking, probably going to get a dead starter. Come on, come on, bro. Come on, come on. Come on. I don't even want to let the key go. Man, why did I let go? You see that, guys? That's persistence. You know, I'm gonna let the starter just cool off for just a little bit and go from there, but I should have not let go of the key, but I was already trying to rev it at the same time and had the key. It did not feel natural with the car almost started up without me revving it. Here's what I'm kind of thinking, okay? Why is this car starting right now and it wasn't starting before? Well, the compression is probably pretty bad on it, and because I'm trying to spin it and stuff and spin it, It's somewhat, some oil probably makes it in some places and kind of sealing things up a little bit. Just enough to let the compression build up. That's kind of like what it's doing. And it's trying to really start. This is why you've really got to keep the starter churning so that it could keep things lubricated, and with the help of a starter, just really get things started. So, let's do this again. It's weaker this time. No. Come on. Come on. I'm hitting the gas. You know, it just basically shut down on me as I'm doing it. This is why actually I did not let the key go. So possibly that's what happened last time. I was actually still holding the key on just to sort of quit. But as it was trying to start, it did help with me trying to rev it just a little bit. So let's keep going. What I'm doing now is I'm hitting the gas just a little bit. Every, like, I don't know, like 10. Okay, I let go of the key. I'm flooring it. I know what you guys are thinking. You're gonna hurt your engine trying to rev it with it being on cold. But at this point, should I be even worried? There's obviously lots of smoke that came out right now. Okay, let's apply my mod back. Guys, you can see it's smoking a lot right now. But the car will actually not smoke. This smoke will clear up. So this is pretty much, it's been flooded with me spinning so much. So it needs to work this fuel out of it. So battery's now showing 14. I'm still giving it a boost. I'll turn the boost off. Disconnect the terminals. Let that go, and here's my little, oh, it looks like it disconnected. See, this is the thing. SSV controls. It's that second solenoid. It controls it, and the solenoid is actually over there. It's actually currently disconnected, guys. There's no SSV in there right now. Seriously, there is not. So in order to open up the intake, this is what I'm doing. And I did test this with vacuum hose. It actually, that vacuum thing works really well. It opens things up. And because the intake does open up, that means there's no carbon buildup, which is good. So let's go ahead and actually put a little bungee on it. Let's see. I can't really see what I'm doing. Right there, you see? Okay, you see how I got that on there? Alright, so all you gotta do, oh my god, let's do this again. It got tangled up and it would not allow me to. Again. And I gotta keep it tight. So let's find a good spot. I think this should be good. Flipping over my wires here. Let's see if this opened up. Actually, like not even opened up. So I gotta get a much bigger tension. And I don't know what it would be at this point. It's gonna be this pipe. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, it's definitely opened up right now. So guys, I know you did not expect to get a little tip like this, and I don't know if you guys are even interested in that, but you know, here it is. I'm trying to share it with you. So if your SSV failed and you wondered if you could drive without it, perhaps you ordered one like I did and it hasn't come in yet, which mine just did actually. That is the fix for it. By the way, all 3 solenoids, they are all identical. But before I actually get a chance to install it, I'm gonna go by my brother's shop and we're going to test this SSV because I got one from eBay, 3 of them at the same time for less than 20 bucks. So I want to see if they're any good. So we're gonna test those. And by the way, got these on eBay for like, I don't know, 4 bucks. These battery terminals, they seem to be working good. So let's take a look if it's smoking. Approximately 10 minutes has passed, maybe less. And as you can see, it's not smoking already. Let's just enjoy it. Looks like it's running. It's got a pretty good idle. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. See you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.